Hi, I'm Scott from Renegade Revolution, gaming editor.
And I'm Jojo from Renegade Revolution, cosplay and events editor.
Hi, I'm Holly from Renegade Revolution and I'm your sci-fi editor.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm the fashion contributor for Renegade Revolution.
And today we will be answering your questions.
What inspires you to do a cosplay?
Inspiration.
Well, a lot of things.
That's it.
Yes, well, other things apart from that. Mostly just liking the character, you know, feeling like you can sort of pull it off quite well. I find that's quite important.
Yeah.
To me anyway, because I'm more of a method kind of person. What about you?
I'm just like, if I watch something or if I play a game, I'm like, oh, I really like that costume, I really like that character. Oh my god, wouldn't it be cool if... ... finances out the window.
Yes, it all begins with inspiration.
Yeah. Or if you get like friends and they're like, oh hey, we're doing a group, you should totally be blah blah. And then
like,
you're
awesome,
oh
yes.
yeah, I'll just look into that.
Cast me,
Yeah, cool.
cast me as someone.
Yeah.
What inspires me to do a cosplay and what helps me pull off a cosplay is two different things. Usually I think I'm playing a game or watching something and I think, that's awesome, I really love this character, you know, I'm going to give this character a go, and then you wear the costume and then you think, I'm going to go eat a bucket of ice cream now because I'm sad. No, I usually do it because I like the character, I love the costume designs, and the guys that make the stuff, you know, design the attire and stuff, it's just brilliant, geniuses, so practicality, zero, no way some of those costumes exist the way they are. But they're awesome.
They're awesome. They are awesome. Normally I see something and go, that! Yes. Or I see someone else has done something, I'm like, that's really cool. Yeah.
So you mug them and take their costume.
Yeah. I also consider doing that to people you see in public, and like, that would be perfect for a costume. You just want to steal it off them. Like, you have the perfect boots for this character.
That doesn't help the cosplayers in looking in the better light, you see.
I know.
The cosplayer attacks man. For fabric.
It's my fault, I'm sorry. It was just so perfect. How do you view current changes in attitudes and trends in the cosplay community?
I think it's getting more positive in general, like society-wise. You hear about it a bit more in the news, it's a bit more of a normal thing, which is really cool.
It would be nice if we could get all positive.
Yeah.
Because obviously with things becoming more popular, you get a little bit more drama, you get a little bit more negativity, as with anything that's popular. But it does, I mean, I've been cosplaying since 2006, and if you do actually you notice a lot. So, yeah, I mean, less of that, less of the drama, booty drama llamas.
More than positivity.
Yeah, some more positivity. So guys, how do you view current changes in attitudes and trends in the cosplay community?
Well, I think they're getting better. I mean, you know, people are seeing cosplayers in a more positive light these days, and obviously we don't cause much trouble. I don't think we cause any trouble, but
I think attitude seems to be fine. Most people are interested in when they see you in a costume. They're not generally quite negative anymore. They used to be a bit, but it's generally quite positive now. People are like interested and they want to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. What sparked the idea for Renegade Revolution?
We were just, I think this is a joint answer really, isn't it, Holly?
Yeah.
We were just chatting one day, possibly over a few drinks,
Quite
after a convention.
Drinks,
And
yeah.
we're like, hey,
speaking of which,
shouldn't we?
It was just kind of a,
Spontaneous thing.
what are we capable of? What are we capable of?
Should we set ourselves a challenge in like... Well, the thing is, there's so many groups out there that like... Well, it's not so many groups, but there are certain groups out there that I've noticed coming up in timelines that just only want specific types of cosplays.
Yeah, or
for their
specific
site.
areas of things. We wanted to be a bit more broad and cover, because everyone's range of interest is so vast. It'd
And
be
we
nice
don't
to have
wanna
something
be-
that covers, you know, a range of things to a certain amount of depth as well.
We don't want to be one of those groups that discriminates people. We want everyone to be a part of it. Like, well, no matter how confident you are in cosplay, whatever type of cosplay you want to do, no matter how tall, short, fat, thin you are. You know, I just think it would be nice to have a community where everybody can just get involved, and there's none of this, I don't feel I can post on here because my cosplay is not as good as so-and-so's, or I don't have enough cleavage showing on my cosplay, or whatever. I think we just want it to be something there for everyone to have fun.
Yeah, we want to know about, you know, everyone's experiences, no matter how able you are or where you come from or whatever, you know, because everyone experiences things differently. It's kind of cool to, you know, get a wider perception of geekdom, because it's not just about being a geek and knowing everything. There's people who are just coming into it, there's people who've been into it for ages and have a vast amount of experience to offer, and there's all these different ranges of experiences.
And sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. What sparked the idea for Renegade Revolution?
Well, for me personally, I believe it was nice to kind of get my ideas and thoughts out there, as well as kind of showing people kind of what we're all about, what a kind of geeky community is, and kind of drawing more people in and showing that we're not entirely weird.
Yes. Yes. Jojo. It was Jojo. That's what.
Me?
You did it. It's all your fault.
And I do it again!
I blame you. Elitism. Does it bother you, and how do you approach the subject? Joe? Joe!
Kidding. That's what I think of it. It does bother me a little bit, but as you can see, I don't care. Cosplay for me is just about having fun, being somebody else for a day, going out socialising, meeting new friends. It's the best way to meet new people as well, because you're always going to find someone with similar interests to stuff. And yeah, I mean, I've had experiences before where I've had a group of people shun me because I stood up for a friend that they told us couldn't be in our group because he was too tall to be a certain character. And because I said, oh, that's not very nice, why can't he be it just because he's he's too tall to be a certain fictional character? And they couldn't answer my question, but they just decided to never talk to me again, which was like, well, to be honest, if people are going to be like that, I don't really want to know them, because at the end of the day, it is literally just for fun. And I think people do it for fun, to make friends, just try not to make any enemies the wrong way. Yeah, but how do I deal with elitism? I don't. There's nothing you can do with people with that type of frame of mind. Just stay out of it, just to avoid any other drama. Yeah.
Elitism. Does it bother you, and how do you approach the subject?
Why? What do you think? Honestly. No, seriously, I really don't care. The problem with elitism is that you restrict yourself too much, and I'm not fond of that. You know, I'm all for everyone getting involved, and really, to be honest, cosplay, and indeed any nerdy subject at the end of the day, is for fun. So go and have fun with it, and ignore anyone who says otherwise. Seriously.
Elitism. Does it bother you, and how do you approach the subject?
Yes, it bothers me. Yeah. I don't like people having a go at other people for their hobby, something that they've chosen to do for fun. It shouldn't matter what you look like, how tall you are, how old you are, any of that. It should matter that you're enjoying a hobby and you want to share that with other people. You shouldn't be rejected for that. I would say if people are being elitist about whether you make a costume or whether you buy it, I don't think that should matter either. I think everyone has their own reasons as to why they do it, and if you want to wear the costume and you don't have the time or the money or anything like that, just do it however you're comfortable doing it and go for it.
Scott, elitism, does it bother you, and how do you approach the subject?
Yeah, it bothers me. Technically, it's kind of discrimination. I mean, no costume is really any better than anyone else. I mean, the whole idea of cosplay is to enjoy who you are, and you know how it makes you feel, and enjoying seeing friends and stuff. And well, controversy of being excluded because your costume isn't exactly the same, is ridiculous. Same in the sense that, say for instance, sexy costumes are kind of getting more popular these days, especially in women. I mean, kind of seems a little bit, I mean, because being sexy could be any costume. Any costume is sexy. I mean, even guys' costumes. I mean, guys can be sexy. See?
Oh, not quite. Really?
Not quite. There it is. Ah, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. And I go out like a wrecking ball.
If you got to meet Stan Lee, the godfather of comics, this July at LFCC, what would you ask him and why?
I'd get him to sign my Batman comic and tell him it's my favourite character.
You're such a troll. I was going to do that.
No, I'd probably get him to sign something Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. He is the best superhero regardless, and I'm going to wind everyone up now because everyone will be like, no, Spider-Man's the best. Peter Parker. No, but he's amazing. I'd probably just tell him, do what everyone does, and I say that I would say that he's amazing and stuff. I'd probably get there and shy out and be like you.
To be honest, if I met him, I think I'd probably just spaz out completely and then ask him to marry me, so that's probably not a legitimate question. Sign my face? It's also probably not a legitimate question. Just sign anything, throw myself at him. Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same.
Taking me now! Not really appropriate.
I had this horrible thing that I was going to do, which obviously I'm not going to do now, but I was going to put my Catwoman cosplay on and just go running up to him, oh my god, Stanley, I love you so much, you're so inspirational, I love everything you do. And then I thought that might be really cruel and then he'd hate me.
I'd probably ask him what his inspirations were, because I know he started out with the whole comics thing quite a while back, and for a time I was very interested in older comics. I'm quite interested in what he would have been inspired by to create the stuff that he did.
Should ask him what his favourite DC character is. No, let's not do that.
What DC character did he wish he had created?
Oh, there you go.
I bet he gets to ask that.
He really does. There is a lot of trolls out there, so. But no, I reckon like whatever I'd want to ask him, it'd be like the whole Chris Hadfield experience all over again. Whatever I wanted to ask him, when I get there, it would just go, whoop, and then I'd be like, haha, hi. I don't know what I'd actually want to ask him. What's your biggest achievement? What are you most proud of today?
Can you touch his moustache?
Touch his face.
Spider-Man might come out
That
there.
would be good.
I bet you that's
awesome.
what gives superheroes powers.
Stanley's moustache.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for sending us all your questions in, guys, and we've really enjoyed answering them, and we'll be at a convention near you. Look out for Renegade Revolution logo, and the business cards we'll be handing out, so we hope to see you soon.
Bye! Bye! Shush up in your face.